everyone. In today's lesson, our learning intention is I am learning about Dreamtime stories. We'll be doing this all week. Now, to be successful, we've discussed that I can identify the main message of the Dreamtime story. I can discuss what the Dreamtime story was trying to teach us. I can use adjectives in my writing, and I can use punctuation, including full stops and capital letters. Now, thinking back to yesterday's lesson, we made a story cube. Now, some people might have chosen to do it online and perhaps print it out, and some people may have chosen the option to do it with paper. So today, you will all be doing a story cube on paper. But first, we need to look at our story. And our story is how the kangaroos got their tails. Back in the days of the Dreamtime, two kangaroos lived in this country now known as Australia. The large brown kangaroo was from the plains and the smaller grey kangaroo was from the hills. One day, the grey kangaroo really fancied some sugarbag, which is wild bush honey. He went to look for some by following a swarm of bees to their hive. Eventually, the grey kangaroo found some sugarbag in the hole of a rock. He reached inside the hole and pulled out a handful of delicious sugarbags straight away. It was very yummy, and now the big brown kangaroo also wanted some for himself. The grey kangaroo told him to reach his arm right into the hole to get the sugarbag from the bottom. The brown kangaroo did this, but all he pulled out was a handful of spiders. The brown kangaroo reached inside and tried again, but only pulled out more spiders. He was then very annoyed to see the grey kangaroo reach in with his arms and pull out so much sugarbag that it was soon all gone, as he had eaten it all. The brown kangaroo was now very angry about being tricked by the grey kangaroo and went to break a stick off a nearby white gum tree. He was going to fight the grey kangaroo. The grey kangaroo then went to get his own stick from a red bloodwood tree for the fight. The kangaroos fought with their sticks. During the fight, the grey kangaroo managed to throw a stick at the brown kangaroo while it was running away, and it got stuck onto his bottom. The brown kangaroo was furious and in turn threw his stick at the grey kangaroo. It also got stuck. After this, they didn't know what to do and hopped away to their own homes. Now when you see a kangaroo, you know how they got their tails. What a lovely Dreamtime story that was. All about the two kangaroos. Obviously, one of them wasn't very kind to start with. So who or what were the characters in that story? Can you tell me? Did you say the large brown kangaroo and the smaller grey kangaroo? Good job if you did. What was the setting of where this story took place? Well, that's right. It was in Australia, in the outback. So what was the problem in this story? Have a think back. Do you remember when the brown kangaroo was trying to get the sugar bag but couldn't get it? And do you remember that the brown kangaroo got very angry because he was being tricked by the grey kangaroo, who was being quite selfish? Mm. And that resulted in them having an argument where they had a fight with their sticks. So, what was the solution to this story? That's right. The sticks got stuck into the bottoms of the kangaroos, and therefore the sticks became their tails. So, what was the theme or the topic of this story? I've put the picture here, but I've faded it out because I'd really like you to think about what you think the theme or the topic was. And of course, the last part of our story cube will be your favourite part. So, your activity today will be to get your cube pattern out of your green folder. You can see that you need to complete the characters, problem, theme, favourite part, the setting, and the solution. And all that information is in the lesson that we've just done. So, blue group, you will do a picture on each side of your cube to fill in. Red group, you will also be doing an illustration, and I'd like you to really try and write some words or a sentence in each box. Yellow group and green group, you will be writing at least one sentence if you can fit it in, and if you've got the space, you may put in a picture on your cube. Then, of course, cut your cube out, glue it together, and send us a photo. Have fun with that, guys. And let's review our success criteria. I can identify the main message of the Dreamtime story. You should have that on your story cube. I can discuss what the Dreamtime story was trying to teach us. I can use adjectives in my writing. You might be describing the size of the stick, whether it was big or small. Perhaps you're describing the colour of the kangaroos, being red or grey. And you will use full stops and capital letters as your punctuation for your sentences.